Hi, I'm Jen Coursey with Thrive Today, and today I want to talk to you about the tip for the week. Last week we talked about appreciation. This week we're talking about relational mode. When we are in relational mode, everything about life and summer goes a lot easier. When we're in relational mode, it's easier to enjoy our kids. It's easier to enjoy the things that we usually would enjoy. When we slip out of relational mode, things we would usually enjoy kind of lose their flavor. And our kids can feel like a burden. And not that our kids can't be a lot of work, but when we are in relational mode, we can enjoy them more and we can enjoy our opportunities with them. When we slip out of relational mode, that's when things get a little dicier. And in truth, we probably all slip in and out of relational mode multiple times a day. So how do we notice if we've slipped out of relational mode and what do we do about it? Well, a good sign are if people are feeling like problems, if there are things that just feel like they need to be fixed. I like to call it, for me, I slip into drill sergeant mode. It's all about getting the task done. It's about getting out the door, getting to bed, and it's not about the kids in that moment. It's more about the task. I also notice it when my cravings are high. I'm just wanting one of those strawberry Twizzlers or, a little ice cream sundae or something. That's a good sign that my relational circuits have slipped off and I'm out of relational mode. For my kids, I notice that they are more snippy with each other. They can't resolve things. That whiny tone comes, or the anger at each other or at me. That's usually a good sign that they've slipped out of relational mode. So if we notice we've slipped out of relational mode, what do we do about it? Well, appreciation, which we talked about last week, is actually a great tool to get back to relational mode. Whether we are thinking about things we've appreciated in the past, or, and this is trickier, or if we can even come up with something we appreciate about the person that's maybe feeling like a problem or feeling like an irritation in that moment. If we can remember why we like them or why we liked them before this moment, it can really help us get back to relational mode. With my kids, sometimes when they're really grumping at each other or when one's been unkind to the other, I have them take a little break, take a few minutes to just take some deep breaths and to think about what they enjoy about the other person and then to share it with them. I've actually written a couple of blogs on that. I've actually written about appreciation in a lot of blogs as well as relational circuits. So if this topic is something you want to know more about, THRIVEtoday.org under blog, you can find under keyword appreciation or relational mode, relational circuits, you can find a lot more example stories of how we've used this in our home. Another secret weapon with my kids is humor or silliness. So if I can get them to laugh or they can think of something that's silly, that usually disarms the situation and can help them get back to relational mode. And being in relational mode for hard conversations or when kids are trying to repair with each other about something that was hurtful, went wrong, somebody took somebody's toy, finding a way back to relational mode first makes it go so much smoother. So our tip for this week is relational mode can make the difference in how your summer goes and really just the flavor of life. So it's worth noticing when we slip out of it, which will probably be often in a day, and then taking some restoration steps, taking some deep breaths. Quieting is another thing that can help us get back to relational mode, especially when our circumstances around us are just kind of feeling overwhelming. That is a great opportunity to pause and just take a couple deep breaths. That can sometimes be all it takes to just get back to relational mode. So I hope this is helpful for you this week. If you want more on this, check out THRIVEtoday.org and check out the blog.